Today, I'm finally going to give you guys my thoughts on the VITURE Pro Neckband. And I can't thank my good friends over at VITURE enough for sending this out, as well as a pair of the VITURE Pro XR glasses and a custom 8-bit DO controller, and even an adapter that, if I can find it, that allows you to connect a competitor's pair of glasses to the neckband. So very cool that they're allowing that. So in this video, we're going to go ahead and get this guy unboxed. We're going to get it set up, and then I'm going to take you through the UI a little bit and then come back and give you some final thoughts. Let's go. Okay, so here we are in the Neckband Pro UI, in the Spacewalker UI, as I should say. And I got to say, it is a really well thought out UI. Now, I mean, it is one that we are seeing. It's very similarly copied from Apple Vision Pro, and then then we saw a similar UI on Beam Pro with XREAL, and now we're seeing this with VITURE as well. But I mean, it works. It's functional. So here in the UI, one cool thing is with the Neckband Pro, I can activate the hand tracking. So just a long press here, and you can see now I am moving my hand and I've actually got control. And the first thing I'm going to note is I do love the fact that the icons kind of follow the cursor. That is just such a cool effect. So if I want to activate something, obviously it is a pinch. Now this is in beta. You're probably going to see a few missed pinches here, and that's okay. It works. Now I do have an alternate method of controlling it with my Samsung watch here, using a program called Wow Mouse, but we'll get into that with another video. But it's interesting, I can actually like dual hand it in a way. So okay, so here you'll notice a lot of Google icons, and that's because, well, the neckband here is now fully Google certified. So that is amazing. We actually have the ability to log into our Google accounts. Now it knows what I want to see in my news feed. If I want to access my YouTube channel, I mean, I've got all of that right there. Now, I guess this would be a good time to look through the UI a little bit here, the neckband UI. So here you've got your multi-screen. Now, if we turn that on, we actually get the ability to have 3 screens surrounding us. Here is where we can change to 3DOF tracking, and you might be able to see that, and see now I am also in multi-screen. So there is my desktop, so to speak. There is my open Google search window, and then if I wanted to, I could throw, let's say, some Pluto TV here. Go ahead and activate that. And then, yeah, we'll have Pluto TV here playing in the middle. Not now. There we go. Star Trek, of course, for those who know me. Oh, it looks like there's an update, but, you know, it's working. So, all right, and there you have it. You know, there we have 3DOF. We have full 3-screen capability here. Now, another thing that VITURE thought of is they built a 3D video player right here into the app. Now, I have a collection of 3D videos that I've ripped from my own, you know, private collection over the years using my PC. So, you know, if I wanted to watch some Final Fantasy Advent Children here, say, you know, I could just do that. And then, you know, I'm watching it here in full stereo 3D. And a quick look through the settings here. Now, you know, the cool thing about this is that it kind of mimics an Android phone now. I mean, it kind of did before, but it was really limited. And now you've got a lot of settings here. So you get your Bluetooth stuff. There are some VITURE specific settings here, like the refresh rate. We can actually change that refresh rate to 90 hertz, as we will do right now. And boom, there we go. We are now at 90 hertz instead of the 60 default. You can go in here, you can do all your apps. You've got your fan control. Right now I've got that set on balanced. Obviously, if you're gaming, you could do power boost. If you just did not want to hear that fan at all, you could do quiet. Now, the fan is much quieter, but I will say, as you probably heard a little bit, and I did leave it in the video before this, that fan noise, because this mic is right next to that, you know, exhaust fan. But what I'm hearing when I'm hearing the really good audio coming out of the arms of the glasses here is minimal. And if I did put it to quiet, the neckband will heat up just a little bit more, not really getting as hot as the old one. Still gets a little warm, but it will heat up a little bit more, but it does stay completely quiet the entire time. So back over here, again, you know, we've got, you know, the display settings, and, you know, I could just go through all of this, but if you have an Android phone, there's no different. There are a couple of audio settings that you can change for the Harman Kardon audio that you have built in, some different sound shaping that you can do. But again, you know, just if you get one, just go in here, go into the settings, play around. There's a ton of stuff you can do. You can even do the Android developer mode if you know how to put that on. So, all right, let's jump into something else. All right, so one other thing I wanted to show everyone is the fact that the neckband here actually has a couple of different modes. So you got your spacewalker mode, which we're in right now, but you can also switch to Android mode. And as you see here on screen, that's going to give us some lower latency, better gaming performance, and reduced fan noise. Now, what it's going to do, though, is it's going to take away some of the cool stuff. It's going to take away the head tracking, the smooth follow. You're not going to be able to do multi-screen. So what you're going to get in Android is what you see here. So now that we're in the Android mode, you can see we are on a full desktop, similar to if you have a Samsung phone and you've used Samsung DeX. I believe there is a basic Android desktop that you can enable if you know how to get into the developer mode of the phone or whatever Android device you're using. But for our purposes today, you can see that this is just a pretty standard basic desktop experience. I've got all of my apps installed here. If I want to, you know, do some better productivity, you know, connecting to Parsac like I showed earlier, you can definitely do that in more of a lower latency way here through the Android mode. And then, of course, if we want to switch back, we just switch back by going to the Spacewalker app or Spacewalker mode, and bam. All right, another thing I wanted to talk about is the magnetic connector to USB-C adapter that VITURE sent. Now, truth be told, I already had one of these because, well, we reviewed the VITURE Lite last year and they changed that over to magnetic, and in order to make it work, you had to have the adapter to plug into the old neckband. So Nice thing about that is that you can also use it to plug into a competitor's pair of glasses like the XREAL 1 here. Now you may notice I have it on the end of a cord. Well, that's because unfortunately it won't slot directly into the glasses as you see here. It does go in, but it's so loose that it won't make a full connection and it constantly slides out. So nice thing is VITURE has this little extra extension cord. You just put it on the end there, plug it in, throw it around your neck, put your glasses on, and it just connects right together. Throw it back over your shoulder, and boom, there I am. I'm in my XREAL 1 glasses, and I am having the best of both worlds. I've got the stability of the X1 chip. I've got the power of the VITURE Neckband Pro. So this is like a match made in heaven. And truth be told, it is becoming my daily driver. It's kind of my preferred setup right now for XR spatial computing. So anyway, all right, let's move on to the next thing. There are other ways to control the neckband. Obviously, you can use the custom VITURE 8-bit DO controller, and it works really well. I mean, basically, as you see, it just gives you a mouse cursor type experience, very similar to what you'd expect to get holding a controller in your hand. And, very cool if you have things like RetroArch installed, match made in heaven. You've got your controller, you're controlling the UI, you can control by putting it into game mode just by pressing and holding here. So really thoughtful integration between the controller and the neckband. Another way I love controlling this is by using my little mini Bluetooth keyboard and mouse setup here. So like when I need productivity, when I want to make this an office on the go, I can do that. I can use applications like Parsec or any other remote desktop protocol to instantly connect back to home base. So as long as I have a really good internet connection connected to the neckband here, I can connect back to my home PC at any time. As you can see, I'm actually editing the video here for the Neckband Pro from over here across the room, and I could actually do that across the world if I wanted to. So very cool there. Anywhere you go, remote office right here, connected back to your home, to your office. You can play games, you can still watch movies this way. So I highly recommend this as a mobile work solution. So all right, let's get on to some final thoughts. All right, so I got to say, I am super impressed with the VITURE Neckband Pro. I mean, this thing has everything pretty much that I want in a mobile XR compute system. It is lightweight. It doesn't get super hot anymore the way that the old neckband did. It's not super loud. You got some fan noise still, as you guys heard, but not obtrusive. It is so powerful that I haven't had any of the games that I want to play on it hitch up. I can do remote productivity. You've got multiple methods of control. You can use competitors' glasses with it, like the XREAL 1, as I showed. So I just, man, this thing is a home run, and I cannot recommend it enough. So if you want to grab one of these for yourself, and I do highly recommend it, no matter what pair of glasses you use, this should be the compute unit you look at. I am going to leave a link for this in the description. Now, truth be told, for folks who watch my channel or know me on socials, you will know I am a VITURE affiliate. I took that affiliate code last year because I really believe in their products. I think these guys make some of the best XR products out there. The accessories, you cannot beat them. So if you want one of these, I highly recommend use that link. It's going to save you 10%, and it does help the channel out a little bit. So for me, that's going to do it. Thank you so much for watching to the end of this video if you did. And if you don't mind, I know I don't post a lot of regular content these days, but I'm still around. So, hey, hit that like, share this video, subscribe to the channel. I would appreciate it. But until next time,